Well, here we are, and it's the beginning of another new year. And for some of us, we like to use that time of the year to think about things that we want to accomplish in that new year. Some people refer to them as resolutions. I prefer to think of them as goals. And this year, I actually came up with a little helpful tool that might give you a way to write down some specific things that you want to accomplish this year that will help you grow in your relationship with God. So take that word goals and think of it as an acronym. Uh, I'm a youth pastor. I kind of think that way. So I hope this is helpful for you. So think of that word goals. It's a new year. And how can you grow in these areas that I'm about to share with you? So the first one, G stands for my God. And I want you to think about this. You can get to know God better by getting to know more about who he is. And the best way to do that is really to study his attributes. You can do a word search on his attributes and get to know him by just really getting into the scriptures and learning more about who God is. So I would pick maybe 3 or 4 of his attributes and just get to know God more in that way. The O stands for my old self. Now, the Bible talks about how we're supposed to get rid of our old self. In passages like Ephesians 4:21 through 31 and Colossians 3:5 through 9. But in those passages, they also give examples of what our old self looks like. And I would just encourage you to maybe look at some of those lists and those passages and just maybe focus in on a few of those things that you really want to work on this year of getting rid of your old self. So then the A stands for my attitude. And I immediately think of Philippians 2:1 through 11, where it says in those verses, your attitude should be the same as that of Christ Jesus. And if you read those verses, you'll see specific examples of what that looks like. And perhaps you can pick out a few of them that you can work on in 2021 as you grow in your relationship with God. And then the L stands for your love, or my love. And I immediately think of 1 Corinthians 13. You know that passage, love is patient, love is kind, like that whole list of things there. And it's just a great passage to go to and look for the areas that you want to really grow in, maybe in patience or kindness or not holding grudges. Like that's all in there. So maybe think of ways that you want to grow in your love this year in 2021. And then finally, I'll end with an S for my sacrifice. And I think of Romans 12:1, where it talks about that we're to be a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. If you were to read the whole chapter of Romans 12, which is one of my favorite chapters in the Bible, it will give you examples of what it looks like to be a living sacrifice. So anyway, I hope that this is a helpful tool for you. I hope that you start this year thinking about how you can grow in your relationship with God and what goals you can set to do that. Have a great rest of your day today, your week, and I hope you have a great 2021 growing in your relationship with God.